Hey guys, welcome to the Vanguard news and reveals for the week of March 11th. We got a lot of news for B Heroes, Varga, new ride lines, and support for older cards. So, let's get right into it. Armor-equipped Dragon Argneas. Auto, when this card is placed on the rear guard circle during your turn or discard from hand during your turn. If you have a grade 3 or greater Vanguard with Nirvana in its card name, cost, Energy Blast 3, choose a card with X crossover dress ability from your drop and put it into your hand. Second auto skill, when this card becomes an original dress, cost, Soul Blast 1, and counter charge 1. It's also important for you guys to know, Java lets you get 2 activations of the first ability, discarding for cost of Java and calling alongside Trickstar from drop. You'll also be able to use this when you're riding from grade 2 to grade 3 Nirvana. Honestly, I feel like this fixes a lot of issues Nirvana's had for a while. This is just a really good card and only a double rare. Next card is Progress Grove Dragon. Auto on the rear guard circle. At the end of the battle, this unit boosted. If your unit stood by a card's effect this turn, cost, retire this unit. Choose a grade 3 or greater card with Astrum in its card name from the soul or drop and put it to the bottom of the deck. If you chose a card, counter charge 1. It's a common card, so it has a common level skill. Probably not going to see too much play. Galactic B Hero Able Mateys. Continuous on the rear guard circle. If your order zone has 2 or more bases, this unit gets plus 5,000 power. It's also active on your opponent's turn too. Auto on the rear guard circle, when this unit attacks a Vanguard, cost, Energy Blast 3. Choose any number of bases from your order zone and stand them, and soul charge 1 for each card you restand. Galactic B Hero Sender Ferris. If your order zone has 2 or more bases, this unit gets plus 5k and this is also active on your opponent's turn too. If you have a Vanguard with B Hero in its card name, once per turn, you may pay the cost of Energy Blast 3 and rest a base in your order zone. Choose one of your scouted cards with a grade less than or equal to your Vanguard and call it to the rear guard circle. So honestly, it seems like heroes are just going to become unexpected sleeper deck in my opinion. I feel like these 2 cards also fix a lot of problems within the deck. Next, they gave us a Varga support with Stealth Fiend Bead Crow. When this unit is retired from the rear guard circle by your ability with a grade 3 or greater Vanguard with Varga in its name, choose one of your opponent's rear guards and retire it. So because it's a Stealth Fiend, some people automatically wanted to put in the Shiranui, but this Varga bit made it so that it's locked to the Varga deck. Battle Monk of Raging Flames, Rokusei. Auto, when this unit is placed on the rear guard circle, if you have a grade 3 or greater Vanguard with Varga in its card name, your opponent cannot intercept until the end of turn. Auto on the rear guard circle, when any player's unit is retired from the front row rear guard in the same column as this unit during your turn, if you have a grade 3 or greater Vanguard with Varga in its name, cost, retire this unit and draw a card. Singing in the Trees, Edita. Auto in the rear guard circle. When this unit boosts, cost, Soul Blast 1, choose one of your other rear guards, and it gets boosted until the end of turn. Griffith's Chimera. When this unit is placed on the rear guard circle, if you have a Vanguard with Alma Jester in its card name, cost, discard a card from your hand, look at the top 2 cards of your deck, choose a card from among them, put it into your hand, and the rest go to the top of your deck or into your soul. This unit also gains plus 5k until the end of turn. And now, we have Iron Mouse at home. Its real name is Star Servant Demon Girl Bifrons. Auto, when this unit is placed on the rear guard circle from hand, cost, Counterblast 1. Look at the top 3 cards of your deck. Choose a card from among them, put it into your hand. Choose a card from among them, put it in the soul, and discard the rest. Act, on the rear guard circle once per turn, if you have a Vanguard with Alma Jester in its name. Cost, Soul Blast 1 and Energy Blast 3. Search your deck for either up to 1 card with Astoya in its card name or a critical trigger and put it to soul, and shuffle your deck. If you have put it into soul, choose a card with a different name from this unit and a grade less than or equal to your Vanguard from your drop, and you may call it to the rear guard. First, we have our starter of Varua. It's the card and ride line that comes from Skyride. Its grade 1 version, Rising Star Varua. Continuous on the Vanguard circle. During your turn, this unit gets plus 2k power for each of your rear guards. A second skill, Continuous on the Vanguard Circle. When you would ride from your ride deck, you can ride with Soul Blast 1 instead of choosing a card from your hand and discarding it. Shooting Star Varua. Act on the Vanguard Circle once per turn. If you have 4 or more rear guards, cost, reveal a card with Varua in its card name from your ride deck, and this unit gets crit +1 until the end of turn. Auto, when this unit is rode upon, you can look at the top 7 cards of your deck, choose one grade 2 card from among them, reveal it and put it into your hand, and shuffle your deck. If this unit was rode upon by a grade 3 or greater with Varua in its card name, look at all the cards in your deck instead of the top 7. Then they showed this manga panel order. It's sideways, which, imagine looking at that and you're trying to read this card in hand when you're trying to make it obvious you have this order. It's a normal order / special move called Stardust Blade. You can play this if you have the Vanguard Varua in its card name with the cost Counterblast 1. Look at the top 5 cards of your deck, choose up to 1 card or with a grade less than or equal to your Vanguard from among them, and call it to the rear guard circle, and shuffle your deck. Choose one of your Vanguards, and it gets the red text, Auto in the Vanguard Circle. When your rear guard is retired by your opponent's ability, search your deck up to 1 normal unit and call it to the rear guard circle and shuffle your deck. And it also gains Continuous on the rear guard circle. This unit gets power plus 3,000 for each normal unit on your rear guard circle and in your drop until end of turn. And then its grade 3 version, Rewrite the Star Varua. Act on the Vanguard Circle once per turn. Cost, Energy Blast 3. Choose up to 1 of your opponent's rear guards, bind it, choose up to 1 grade 2 unit from your drop, and call it to the rear guard circle. Auto in the Vanguard Circle. When this unit attacks, cost Counterblast 1, choose one of your grade 2 rear guards and stand it. And then they gave us Blaster Blade, the Vanguard. This is, I guess, their send-off to the original series / the Bushiroad Monthly, if I'm not mistaken. Continuous while it's in the soul. If your Vanguard has a grade 3 Majesty Lord Blaster, your Vanguard's original power becomes 1800. Tying that in with both the other blasters in the soul, that means by itself, your Majesty Lord Blaster is a 20k unit by itself. Auto when it's in your hand. At the end of the battle, your Vanguard attacked. Cost Counterblast 1 and bind a grade 3 Vanguard with Blaster in its name and only Royal Paladin for its clan. Ride this card as standing, and this unit gets plus 5,000 until the end of turn. At the end of the battle this unit attacked, ride the card bound as cost as rest. So that means it's 15k. So if you're starting off with not having this card in soul, you're automatically swinging for 15,000 power because of the blades in the soul. And then you would bind the MLB to the bind zone, ride this, it would also be 15,000, but it will only get 1 drive check. But you are essentially performing 4 drive checks in this turn. When this unit is placed on the Vanguard Circle, cost Energy Blast 3, choose one of your opponent's rear guards and retire it. And the last piece of news we want to talk about is we have our strategy meeting on the 20th. And they did confirm there will be a ban list that will go into effect on the 1st of April. So we just got to see what's going on. I honestly don't think anything's going to get really hit in the English section. They might choice restrict stuff in Shiranui and possibly Luard, but we're leaning more towards Shiranui. Since we only have 2 events with Shiranui allowed as of the time of recording, they might just use the excuse of there's not enough data to make any bans, but I wouldn't also be surprised if they just chose to choice restrict the grade 2 Soldier Doji from the ride deck. Well, that's all for the news we have for today. I hope you guys have a good one. Stay happy, stay healthy. I'll see you guys next time.